guys, I want to do one quick thing before we get started. Just give me one moment, if you would. Where is Jeffrey Tambor? Jeffrey? There you go. All right. All right, that saved us 22 minutes. What else? The rest of you, if your show doesn't have a dragon or a white Bronco in it, go home now. I'd also like to acknowledge the winner of tonight's +1 contest, Sarah Paulson, who played Marcia Clark and actually brought Marcia Clark with her tonight. That's a guess. Because everyone in LA knows if you want to win, sit next to Marcia Clark. Hi, Marcia. This must be very strange for you, right? I mean, are you rooting for OJ to win this time? The whole gang from the show is John Travolta is here. Welcome back to television, John Travolta. We're happy to have you. So, quick question for you. If you win, are you going to thank OJ? I mean, how do you handle that? Technically, you wouldn't be here without him, right? Especially you, Cuba. Cuba Gooding Jr. was so good in The People versus O.J. Simpson. He played O.J. so well, I now believe Cuba may have done it. Tonight is the night we come together to celebrate all the amazing shows we'll never get around to watching on television, glorious television. Television has the ability to make us laugh and cry, and during certain key parts of Game of Thrones, masturbate. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Jon Snow. Hi, Jon Snow. You're my freebie, you know. I'm so glad they brought Jon Snow back to life. That was a nice surprise. After 68 years, television still manages to surprise us. I never imagined my favorite TV mom would be Louis Anderson. But he is. Louis plays, if you haven't seen him, he plays Zach Galifianakis' mother on the show Baskets. Originally, they were going to cast a woman for the role, but it's very hard to find an actress over 50 who needs a part, so they went to Louis. Fortunately for everyone in this room, there are more shows and more roles than ever before, and more diversity than ever before. This year's nominees are the most diverse ever. And here in Hollywood, the only thing we value more than diversity is congratulating ourselves on how much we value diversity. The Emmys, I'll tell you, the Emmys are so diverse this year, the Oscars are now telling people we're one of their closest friends. We're not, by the way. But in all seriousness, this is a very positive thing. I think we need to stop and take a moment to appreciate how far we've come. In fact, if you are a person of color in our audience tonight, especially if you're a nominee, please find a white person right now. Go ahead. It shouldn't be hard. I see a bunch of them right here. Just take a moment to reach out and say thanks for your bravery. There you go. Make a rainbow connection. I think we'll... Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice? Television brings people together. But television can also tear us apart. I mean, if it wasn't for television, would Donald Trump be running for president? No. He would be at home right now, quietly rubbing up against his wife malaria while she pretends to be asleep. Many have asked, who is to blame for Donald Trump, the Donald Trump phenomenon? And I'll tell you who, because he's sitting right there. That's right, that guy. Mark Burnett, the man who brought us Celebrity Apprentice. Thanks to Mark Burnett, we don't have to watch reality shows anymore because we're living in one. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for coming all the way from England to tear us all apart with your intricate plot. It worked. You sneaky little crumpet muncher, you. Who do you have lined up to fill the spot on the Supreme Court, Miley Cyrus or CeeLo? I'm going on the record right now. He's responsible. If Donald Trump gets elected and he builds that wall, the first person we're throwing over it is Mark Burnett. The tribe has spoken. One other little piece of business. We're going to do things a little bit differently this year. We have a new rule. This year, for the first time ever, you must be present to win. If we call your name and you are not here to accept, the Emmy goes to the next name on the list. It's called the Maggie Smith rule. And this, if you don't know, is Maggie Smith. She's been nominated for the Emmy 9 times. She's won the Emmy 3 times. How many times do you think she's shown up here to get the Emmy? That's right, no times.